Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529, Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match features Meadowbrook High School versus Armstrong High School.
Hello and good morning. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thanks so much for joining us for Battle of the Brains. Today's show kicks off our 20th season of producing Central Virginia's only high school academic quiz show. And we are happy to have the students back with us in studio after 2 years of virtual competition. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. Our academic athletes joining us today are the Monarchs of Meadowbrook High School, coached by Belinda Henriques. Meadowbrook High School is in the Chesterfield County School District. The school is home to the International Baccalaureate Program and the Academy for Developing Entrepreneurs. Also with us today, the Wildcats of Armstrong High School, coached by Tiffany Galloway. A public high school located in Richmond, Armstrong has a rich history. Founded in 1865, the school is dedicated to the intellectual, academic, moral, and social enhancement of its students. And it's great to have all of these students here with us today. Our match will consist of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round. Players wishing to answer a question will buzz in and wait for me to call on them. Any interruption of questions with an incorrect answer will result in a point deduction. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, students, welcome. Let's go with the first toss-up round. The Egyptian sun god Ra and the son of Osiris, the sky god Horus, were often pictured as men with the heads of this creature. Name the specific bird of prey often trained for hunting. Samuel.
Falcon.
That is correct. Among his legendary labors were the slaying of the Nemean lion, the slaying of the Lernaean hydra, and the cleaning. Rachel.
Hercules.
That is correct. Who is this Greek hero? Located in the Canis Major constellation, name the brightest star in the sky other than the sun. Samuel.
Ceres.
Correct. Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, and Christian McCaffrey all play what position in the NFL? Cassidy.
Running back.
Correct. In Roman mythology, she was the sister of the god Mars and a war goddess. Who is this goddess whose name is associated with the Latin word for war? Cassidy.
Diana.
That is incorrect. Meadowbrook? Rachel?
Bellerophon.
It's Bologna. Name the 8-letter word that is the given name to the Christian feast and also the word for a sudden realization about the nature or meaning of something. Cassidy.
Epiphany.
Epiphany is correct. The one called Canis Major dwarf is only 25,000 light years away. Name these collections of stars that include the spiral Andromeda, 2 Magellanic Clouds, and our own Milky Way. Samuel.
Galaxy.
Correct. In Great Britain, these officials are equivalent to U.S. presidential cabinet members. What word, starting with M, designates a parliamentary government's top officials? Samuel.
Minister.
Say again, please.
Minister.
That is correct. Which English monarch is featured as a character in the musical Hamilton? Cassidy.
King George.
Did you be more specific?
The 4th. King George the 4th.
That is incorrect. Meadowbrook? Samuel?
King George the First.
It was King George III. The largest known volcano in our solar system is Olympus Mons, over 14 miles high. On which planet is it located? Jackson.
Mars.
Mars is correct. Name any 2 of the 3 countries involved in the 1973 Yom Kippur War. Janice.
Israel.
2 countries.
Israel and Afghanistan.
That is incorrect. Armstrong? It would be Israel, Syria, and Egypt. In the poem, A Few Figs from Thistles, Edna St. Vincent Millay wrote that what burns at both ends, it will not last the night. Rachel?
A candle.
Correct. We're all mad here is a quote made by which jovial character featured by author Lewis Carroll? Samuel?
Isn't it the Mad Hatter?
That is incorrect. Armstrong? And that would be the Cheshire Cat. In this city, Naj Synagoga is the largest synagogue in Europe. Its modern form came into existence in 1873 with the merger of cities on opposite banks of the Danube River. Name this capital city. And that would be Budapest. With a freezing point of minus 38 degrees Celsius and a boiling point of 356.73 degrees Celsius, name the only metal that is liquid at standard conditions for temperature and pressure.
Mercury.
Javron.
Mercury.
Mercury is correct. And that buzzer means the end of our first toss-up round. A great job by our teams so far, but we've got a lot more questions to come. Up next, we'll meet today's players, and then they'll take on the category round here on Battle of the Brains.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow on Battle of the Brains on social. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Meadowbrook High School with 60 points, Armstrong High School with 40 points. And we'll get back to our match just ahead. But first, let's introduce you to our players today. Let's start with our team from Meadowbrook High School. First up is Michaela Williams, who is a senior. She's a member of the International Baccalaureate Program, would like to pursue a career in medicine, loves to watch horror movies, and is passionate about cosmetology. Next up is Rachel Martin, who enjoys reading, especially Harry Potter stories, is a writer, specifically a poet, and is in the International Baccalaureate Program as well. Our team captain is Janice Jeffries, who is a senior. She's in the International Baccalaureate Program, enjoys reading and writing poetry, would like to pursue a speech-language pathology in the future. And wrapping up our team from Meadowbrook is Samuel Cook, who is a senior, likes hanging out with friends, is in the International Baccalaureate Program. He likes useless information. He says like a group of frogs is called an army. That's a good factoid. And he enjoys the outdoors. And that is our team from Meadowbrook High School. Now, let's meet our team from Armstrong High School. First up is Larry Reed. Larry is a sophomore and is a member of the debate team, enjoys art, and hopes to major in fine arts and photography. Next up is the team captain, Cassidy Rosario Rock, who is a sophomore. Cassidy is a member of the junior varsity basketball team, a member of the AHS leadership program, participates in ACE and the Model UN, and hopes to major in culinary arts. Next up is Javron Thorpe, who is a member of JROTC and hopes to enlist in the Navy and become a fighter pilot. And wrapping up our team from Armstrong High School is Jackson Jordan, who is a sophomore. Jackson enjoys science and hopes to major in computer science. He hopes to become a research scientist, specifically in anatomy. And that is our team from Armstrong High School. Great to have all of the students here with us today. And now it's time for our category round, where each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If the team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they will receive a 20-point bonus. Teams, take a look here at today's categories from which you may choose. They are Asian cities and towns, begins with J, and hug that tree. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answer. Now, by the rules, the high score team gets first choice of category, so that is Meadowbrook High School. So Janice, quickly talk it over with your teammates and let me know what category you would like to choose.
Begins with J.
All right, answers beginning with the letter J. Identify the following that all begin with the letter J. The first is form of music invented in New Orleans.
Jazz.
That's correct. Person who hanged himself after betraying Jesus.
Joseph.
That would be Judas. First permanent English settlement in America.
Jamestown.
Correct. Flag flown on pirate ships.
Jack.
That would be the Jolly Roger. English-speaking island country in the West Indies.
Java.
That would be Jamaica. Founder of the American Navy.
Pass.
John Paul Jones. Calendar devised in 46 BC.
Pass.
That would be the Julian calendar. Court that handles crimes involving children.
Juvenile court.
Correct. Light, slender spear used in track and field.
Javelin.
Correct. And finally, name biologists call the sea animal Medusa.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish is correct. Good job on your category. All right. Armstrong, you can either choose Asian cities and towns or hug that tree. Cassidy, talk it over with your team. Let me know what you'd like to play.
Asian cities and towns.
All right. Given the city or town, name the country in which it is located. The first is Jakarta,
Pass.
Indonesia, Mumbai.
India.
India is correct. Pyongyang,
China.
North Korea, Karachi,
Japan.
be Pakistan, Kathmandu,
Pass.
Nepal, Shanghai,
China.
that is correct, China, Sapporo,
Pass.
Japan, Phnom Penh,
South Korea.
Cambodia, Kuala Lumpur,
Pass.
Malaysia, and finally Ho Chi Minh City.
Japan.
That would be Vietnam. That was a tough category. All right, good job by both of our teams with the category round. And up next, another toss-up round when we come back here on Battle of the Brains.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Or want to catch up on a full season of gameplay? Find full matches on our YouTube channel. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Meadowbrook High School with 50 points and, with 85 points, and Armstrong High School with 50 points. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round, and a reminder to our teams that you will lose points if you interrupt a question with an incorrect answer. The other team will then have a chance to answer, and there is no conferring in the toss-up rounds. All right, here we go, teams. What three races make up horse racing's Triple Crown? Michaela.
Short, long, and relay.
That is incorrect. Armstrong? That would be the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont Stakes. In American football, waving an arm allows a kick returner to make what kind of unimpeded reception? Janice.
Wide reception.
Repeat for me, please.
Wide reception.
That is incorrect. Armstrong? Javon?
Kick return.
It would allow them to make a fair catch. What do geologists call the large layer between the Earth's crust and the core? Michaela?
The mantle.
The mantle is correct. All right, here's a video question. Teams, watch the screen and listen carefully. Here is a video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch, and you must wait until the question is complete before buzzing in.
What Richmond Theater's Wurlitzer organ has been in continuous use since 1928?
Michaela?
The Bird Theater.
That is correct. All right, the term is from Greek meaning chief father. Name this word for the head of a family or clan. Rachel?
Patriarch.
That is correct. Who was the only American president to serve in both the 19th and 20th centuries? Samuel?
Ronald Reagan.
That is incorrect. Armstrong? It was William McKinley. His term was March 4th, 1897 to September 14th, 1901. All right, you may need your pencil and paper for this one. What is the fractional equivalent of 0.125? Michaela?
1/8.
1/8 is correct. One of the earliest stars of recorded music was the Italian opera singer Enrico Caruso. In what musical range, the same as that of another famous Italian singer, Luciano Pavarotti, did Caruso sing? Samuel.
Acapella.
Repeat for me, please.
Acapella.
That is incorrect. Armstrong? They were both famous tenors. The Sudetenland in Czechoslovakia was ceded to Nazi Germany in 1938 with the approval of what peace in our time British Prime Minister? Michaela?
David Lloyd George.
That is incorrect. Armstrong? Gibran?
Winston Churchill.
It was Neville Chamberlain. All right, teams, watch the screen again and listen carefully. Here is another video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. And again, wait for the question to be complete before buzzing in.
Before he became a lecturer on the evils of slavery, what Louisa County-born slave found freedom after being shipped in a box to Philadelphia?
Does that count?
I'm sorry, Cassidy.
Henry Box Brown.
That is correct. After the death of Solomon, Israel was divided into two kingdoms, the northern kingdom called Israel and a southern kingdom called what? Samuel?
Palestine.
That is incorrect. Armstrong? That would be Judea. And that buzzer means one more toss-up round to go, and we'll double the point value for our team. Stay tuned to see which team is today's winner here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains and ready for your high school team to play next season? Get in touch. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores as we head now into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. Meadowbrook High School with 125 points. Our team from Armstrong High School with 60 points. Now in this last toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled, and so is the penalty, though, for an incorrect answer only given before I finished reading the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. Good luck, teams. This is our final toss-up round. With over $230 billion in 2021-22, Saudi Aramco ranks #1 in earnings. What Cupertino, California-based company ranks second? Samuel.
Amazon.
That is incorrect. Armstrong?
Apple.
Buzz in, please.
Oh.
Cassidy?
Apple.
Apple is correct. In hexadecimal notation, this number's reciprocal is its repeating string, 0.1999, while this number itself is the smallest integer represented by a number. Name this number whose common logarithm is 1 and is represented in the metric system by the prefix deca. Rachel?
10.
10 is correct. 19th century photographs of Mary Surratt portray her as a dour, almost sinister-looking woman. For her role as an accessory to what criminal act was she hanged by the U.S. government? Janice?
Murder.
More specific, please.
Homicide.
That is incorrect. Armstrong? I'm going to go to the judges on that. Do we need to be more specific on the answer? Yeah. Okay. The answer is the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. He died in 1673 after collapsing during a performance of his last work, The Imaginary Invalid. After achieving fame with his affected young ladies, he had success with such comedies as The Miser. Name this French playwright of The Misanthrope and Tartuffe. Would be Moliere. What capital city of Somalia provided the setting for the 2001 war movie Black Hawk Down? And that is Mogadishu. Aaron Judge is a standout right fielder for what Major League Baseball team? Cassidy.
The Red Sox.
That is incorrect. Meadowbrook? Rachel?
The Yankees.
The Yankees is correct. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. What are the two least consecutive even integers whose sum is greater than 12?
May you repeat the question?
Samuel?
8 and 6.
That is correct. His controversial subject matter, Major Barbara, includes the morality of arms manufacturing. He's best known, however, for a tamer class satire, adapted in the musical My Fair Lady. Name this Irish playwright who wrote Pygmalion. That is George Bernard Shaw. After Earth's magnetic field deflects particles from the solar wind toward the poles, the particles enter the atmosphere, causing ejections of photons that result in what spectacular polar light show? Samuel.
The Aurora Borealis.
That is correct. Why are there 50 stars on the flag of the United States of America? Samuel.
For the 50 states.
That's correct. Intended to be and almost equal to 1/10,000,000th of a distance from the equator to the pole, it is 39.37 inches. What is this fundamental unit of length in the metric system? Rachel.
Meter?
Meter is correct. Inoculation as a possible preventative against smallpox was supplanted beginning in the late 18th century by what more successful and milder treatment?
Can you repeat that?
Inoculation as a possible preventive against smallpox was supplanted beginning in the late 18th century by what more successful and milder treatment? Larry. I'm sorry. Janice.
Vaccine?
We will accept that. Vaccination, yes. And that buzzer is the end of our game. While our judges double check the final score, here's a reminder of how to stay connected with Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow the show on social at Battle of the Brains. As we continue round 1 in this 20th anniversary season of Battle of the Brains, join us next week as we welcome Louisa County High School of Mineral versus James River High School of Midlothian.
And now here's the final score determining which team will continue on in this season's competition. Ending the match with 80 points, our team from Armstrong High School. A great showing today by Jackson, Javron, Cassidy, and Larry. Our winners going on in the match, in the competition is our team from Meadowbrook High School. Final score 265 points. Michaela, Rachel, Janice, and Samuel. We will see you all very soon. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains. We'll see you back here for another matchup between Virginia's academic athletes next Saturday morning. Great match, teams.
Good game, Armstrong.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529. Goodbye.